Hello everybody, it's the Fragrant Jock here with another honest opinion. Today's honest opinion is one I've seen that's been out for a wee while now. There's a few opinions on it. Most of them are okay. And today's honest opinion, look how dainty this wee thing is. I didn't want to splash out in a full size bottle. The reason being it still holds its price pretty much the now. And I wasn't too sure of it because, to be honest with you, when it comes to flankers of originals, I'm a bit iffy about them because I think in the most part you never get anything better than the original. As far as I'm concerned, it's like a movie. On the odd occasion, yes, but most of the time the original's best. And this is 1 million Elixir. I don't know if I can zoom in on that, but it's a tiny wee bottle. I think it's 5 mLs in this. It's so dainty. But I got it the other day. If you go on eBay, you'll see them. They're really easy to get. I would say to anybody, if you're going to think of buying this, unless you've tried it in the shop and you really like it, get a sample because it is very like the original. Very like. I wore it a couple of times. It's the difference between this and the original is this is a bit thicker. It's really more, it's a bit denser, it's a bit thicker. When you first put it on, it projects really well. It really is a kind of thicker. I don't know how to really explain it. It's probably a bit smoother as well, not as rough around the edges as the original, but I still prefer the original. Although I do like, between all the flankers, for me 1 million Lucky is the best. The Privé is okay, but I would say Lucky's really good. The Perfume is okay as well, but they're virtually, there's no much a difference. But I would say sample this. It really isn't inoffensive whatsoever. I would say it's more for cooler days, because it's quite thick, it's quite cloying at first. When it goes on, it projects really well, really strong for the first hour. But I would say I get about 4 to 5 hours out of this, and then it just fell right off a cliff. It really does die down to a skin scent. So it projects, and the longevity is good. For the first hour, the projection's great. It's really thick. It's really, how can you say, really smooth, and it really is well blended. But when you get to the 4 to 5 hours, it really just slumps right down to almost a skin scent. But I would say to anybody, sample this. To me, as I say, in my opinion, Lucky and the first 1 million are definitely the best. They're just obviously putting all these flankers out because they had a good thing going, you know what I mean? It's just one of these things. But it is a really lovely scent. As I say, these bottles are really cute. That just flicks off, and it's like a wee mini aftershave bottle. It's not a spray. But the scent itself is really nice. It is nice. That's just the light coming off. Sorry, the light in here is quite bad. It's raining outside, and yeah, definitely just like the original, but definitely thicker and a wee bit better. I would say better blended. To me anyway. As I say, these wee bottles have got 5 mLs. If you're into trying this, I would say go for a sample first, because I think for 50 mLs, even off All Beauty, you're talking about £50 maybe, and 100 mLs is about £70–80. So unless you've tried it and you're willing to shell out that money, I would say get a sample first. As I say, there's loads of these on eBay. But anyway, as I say, just a heads up on this. It is a nice fragrance. It is for cooler days. It could be a really nice date fragrance. I'm sure there are not many people, there are not many of the opposite sex or whatever, same sex, whatever, won't like this. you know, it really is a inoffensive fragrance, but very like the original, but thicker, and I would say a wee bit more quality. I would say a wee bit more rounded than the original. But that's my cut anyway, in 1 million Elixir. If you're out to try it, would I recommend it? I would recommend getting a sample. Um, you know, would I buy a 50 ml bottle? Probably not, because there's too many fragrances as well like it. As I say, I've got the 1 million original, I've got Lucky, and uh, Intensely You by Armani. It's very similar as well. It's very similar to it. It's that on the ballpark is more or less in the same bracket as it. But anyway, I hope everybody's safe and well. Bye for now.